Streaming platforms have a quality issue. It's no secret that the quality of some of the IPs Disney owns is doing horrendously right now. Nothing good has come from Marvel since Endgame, and I don't think I've enjoyed a Star Wars show since The Mandalorian Season 2. The worst piece of content Disney has released though, without a shadow of a doubt, is The Acolyte. The show was riddled with weak storytelling, underdeveloped characters, and confusing narratives, and I'll most definitely be making a separate video analysing why the show was as much of a failure as it was. But after watching the show, the same question kept ringing in my head over and over again. Do streaming services actually care about quality content? So I thought I would investigate this myself and bring my findings to you guys. But before we get started, if you're a fan of my content and you like me yapping about movies, TV shows and other media, don't forget to like this video because it really helps with the channel, allowing more people to find more of my content. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. I have a mandate for 2025 where I'll be consistently uploading Gravelnot content just like this. So how do we define quality content? I feel like the definition of quality would vary from person to person. One way to define quality is through critical acclaim. Shows like Breaking Bad, The Crown and Succession have set the bar high with their masterful writing, compelling performances and nuanced storytelling. Critics often celebrate these shows not just because of their entertainment value, but for the ability to explore complex themes and push the boundaries of what television can achieve. On the other hand, we can't ignore the appeal of commercially successful shows like The Tiger King or Wednesday. These shows may not always earn the same level of critical praise, but they dominate pop culture conversations and rack up billions of views. For many viewers, their accessibility, entertainment value, and sheer fun are enough to qualify them as quality in their own right. I feel like there's always a back and forth between critics and the audience when it comes to certain shows and movies. What do you guys think though? Does the quality lie in the artistry or in the ability to connect with and entertain a massive audience? From the industry's perspective, awards and accolades are often the golden standard of quality. Winning an Emmy or a Golden Globe can elevate the platform's reputation, sending a signal to audiences and competitors that they're producing prestige content. This is why services like Netflix and Apple TV are willing to invest in projects that might not have broad commercial appeal, but have a shot at critical recognition, such as The Power of the Dog or Coda. In my opinion, awards and accolades might have meant something to the audience 10, maybe 15 years ago, but I think we're starting to collectively see that these award shows are nothing more than these celebrities and actors patting themselves on the back and aren't a true reflection of what the people think. No matter who you are though, there are trends that follow all quality entertainment. Good quality shows and movies share traits like compelling storytelling with strong narratives, well-developed characters, and sharp, meaningful writing. They feature outstanding performances and cohesive direction. These elements combine to create impactful, engaging, and unforgettable viewing experiences. I felt like before I continued, it was important for us to have the same general idea of what good quality shows actually look like. The streaming world is crowded. Netflix no longer dominates alone. In my previous video, I talked about how it competes with massive alternatives like Disney+, Prime Video, Apple TV, and many more. Each platform has its own approach to capturing subscribers. As I already mentioned, Disney Plus relies heavily on its powerhouse franchises like Marvel and Star Wars, and Apple TV focuses on creating critically acclaimed dramas like Ted Lasso and Severance. What began as this niche industry has now gone mainstream, but with the mainstream appeal comes shifts in priorities. Platforms are no longer simply trying to provide alternatives to cable, they're battling for the largest audience possible. This high-stakes competition often means chasing trends and playing it safe with proven formulas, rather than innovating or investing in risky, high-quality projects. What I think is the most telling sign of this shift is the rise of what I like to call content dumping. Almost all of these streaming services flood their platforms with relentless streams of new shows and movies, hoping to appeal to every possible demographic. Now, on one hand, this creates variety, but on the other, it dilutes the overall quality of what's on offer. It becomes harder for truly exceptional work to stand out. Behind the scenes, data-driven decision-making controls everything. Algorithms analyze what people watch, when they watch, and how long they stay engaged. And yes, this allows platforms to tailor content to their audiences, but it also encourages the creation of formulaic, algorithm-friendly shows designed to hit broad appeal metrics rather than push creative boundaries. In this current environment, storytelling and artistic integrity take a backseat to efficiency and mass market appeal. Ultimately, the debate over quality versus quantity boils down to one question. Are these platforms truly investing in groundbreaking storytelling, or are they more focused on filling their libraries to keep subscribers from cancelling, reducing their churn rate? One of the clearest ways to gauge whether streaming platforms care about their quality is by looking at how they handle the lifespans of their shows. The way platforms nurture or neglect their content reveals a lot about their priorities and the industry's current state. In the world of streaming, a show's fate can be brutally and sometimes unfairly decided by a single metric: its performance within the first 28 days. Streaming giants like Netflix are notorious for basing renewal decisions on early viewership numbers, often cutting shows short before they've even had a chance to build an audience. Beloved shows like Glow and Mindhunter were cancelled despite critical acclaim and loyal fan bases, leaving viewers frustrated and creators with unfinished stories. This ruthless approach reflects the industry's increasing focus on short-term gains. If a show doesn't immediately generate high engagement or attract new subscribers, it risks being abandoned, no matter its artistic merit or long-term potential. In a sense, the metrics that drive these decisions prioritize instant gratification over nurturing quality content. Of course, not every show suffers its fate. Some shows are given the time and the resources they need, and the results can be astonishing. Take Stranger Things, for example. Its first season was a hit, but Netflix's willingness to invest in subsequent seasons turned it into a global phenomenon. The Office struggled with low ratings during its initial run, but its availability on streaming platforms allowed for it to find a massive audience post-broadcast, becoming one of the most streamed shows of all time. These success stories demonstrate what can happen when platforms take a long-term view. By allowing creators to refine their vision and build a loyal fan base, streaming services can create cultural touchstones that stand the test of time. But these examples are becoming increasingly rare in a market driven by rapid turnover and algorithmic efficiency. Not every project receives the same care, and rushed or poorly executed productions can tarnish a platform's reputation. The live-action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop serves as a prime example. Fans of the original anime criticized its lackluster writing and inconsistent tone, leading to its cancellation after just one season. HBO Max's Velma faced harsh backlash for its divisive humor and weak storytelling, becoming a symbol of the industry's occasional misfire when trying to capitalize on recognizable IPs. These failures highlight the risk of prioritizing brand recognition or speed to market over genuine quality. When platforms cut corners or fail to respect the source material, audiences notice, and they will not hesitate to voice their displeasure. Negative reviews and backlash can significantly impact a service's reputation, serving as a reminder that quality does in fact matter to viewers. The rise and fall of shows reveal the tension between the art and the business of streaming. On one hand, platforms have the power to foster iconic shows that shape pop culture for years. On the other, the relentless focus of short-term performance and marketable IPs often leads to premature cancellations and missteps. With the growing number of cancellations and low-quality shows, it's clear to see that these streaming platforms' priorities have been shifting further and further away from quality. And although they thought that the sheer quantity of content would be enough to satisfy their audiences, they've been shown time and time again that that just isn't the case. But I'm optimistic though. The streaming platforms are starting to feel the pressure from the audiences, and I truly believe that in 2025 onwards, we will hopefully start to see the rise in better quality content. That's all from me. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya!